Yay, more emblems, but I warn you, some of these are kinda spicy ones. Well, already off the bat, we got a Wally emblem. Well, we do. However, this one is actually an unfinished emblem. That's why it kind of looks a little whack, but I wanted to just share it here because I thought it was interesting to show. I'm actually going to probably pull up an image on screen because I was trying to recreate this image that you're seeing right here as best as I could in the emblem editor. But the thing is, I wanted to make like an exact one-to-one copy, but I had so many issues with this one, I just began losing interest, and after a while, I got burnt out. I just couldn't get the eyes right. Something about the Wally's eyes just did not look right at all. It looked really weird. I wanted to look 3D, but I couldn't get it to look right, and at the end, it just looks like that. At the end, I even added like some random junk, like that weird antenna thing on top of Eve's head, as well as that other eyeball. That was a failed attempt. Oh, sweet Jesus. Why, why did I make this one? Like, honestly, I don't even know why I made this one back in the day. This is the gotta be the world's most cursed thing I've ever done. You have Eve in a bathing suit at the beach. I don't know why she got a bathing suit all of a sudden. She's a robot. She doesn't need clothes. She's taking a selfie of herself. I try to recreate the like GTA 5 cover girl. That's literally what I was trying to make here. I don't know what went wrong, but I'm kind of glad it went wrong because if I kept going, this would have looked worse from what it is. She took a selfie of herself to send to Wally, I guess. And Wally got so surprised, and thankfully, he called out Eve and said that she doesn't like it in that bathing suit. So yeah. See, now this one looks cute. They're both holding hands in a very beautiful background here. This isn't really like space, this is just like a random background. I would have made it like more like galaxy-like, but I didn't. Matter of fact, this is kind of an emblem that eventually transitioned into like a green screen emblem. I used this to make like a green screen version where they're like flying in the sky. I didn't really go crazy with the details here, like the shading. It was just like something quick and simple. That's kind of why it looks like that. I kind of wish I did her fingers a bit better. It's literally just one single triangle piece. I would have actually preferred doing like individual fingers, but I only did that for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's just a giant hand that's one huge chip. It's like a Dorito chip. Eat it. I'm hungry. Oh my. Hello. Hope you're doing good. This is actually fan art that I made for a YouTuber. Yeah, this is actually an emblem that's actually a YouTuber's avatar that I briefly followed for a little while. This is Mara Arts OC, I think. There was a brief moment where I actually was into her animations. I loved her animations back then. And there was this one I ran across where this character is dancing to like the Brooklyn Blood Pop song. And I wanted to recreate like the pose that she does like right as the short started. And this is what it is. She's doing the peace signs. I'd say this actually came out really nice. I do like how it ended up looking. I do wish the skirt was a little better. There isn't really like an outline to distinguish like what. It's more like a hexagon. I ran out of space. I really wanted to add like outlines on everything, like her torso. I even had to add multiple like pieces to her head to make it more like round because the normal square is too flat. I had to add like a curve to like the two sides of her head. That's another thing that took up space. But I do like how this came out. You know what? I need help. I need help because I swear to God, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking when I made this emblem, but I'm not joking. I made this one and I am ashamed of it. I need to go see a goddamn psychiatrist or some shit because what the fuck is this? Why is she built like that? Why does she have a bra and underwear? Why is she like the hurt? Why did I do this? I hate myself. I don't know why I made this actually. I really don't. Even Wally's confused. Like, why is she built like that? Alright, well, I guess I'll just say this. Wally had a dream. They went out. Eve went to go somewhere. And then she came back and she just built like that. Wally was so confused. And next thing you know, he wakes up. And thankfully, it was just a dream. She's not actually built like that. Funny enough, I ran out of space on Wally. Not Eve, Wally. I wanted to add like the Wally text on him. But I ran out of space. I don't know what else I could have added with Eve. She has a body with melons and arms, and she's happy. God damn, she got cake! Holy fuck. She got the whole bakery right there. My goodness. Anyways, here's Sophia getting a massage from Jag. She's getting a nice back rub after a long day of working at the frickin' strip club. Yes, she works there. She's a stripper. Jag's happy because he's happy to help out Sophia with her pains. This technically is an unfinished emblem because I wanted to give both Jag and Sophia like a shading. That's kind of why they look a little brighter than they usually are. I didn't do that. In fact, I deleted this emblem shortly after I made it because I feel like this one was a little too much for my emblem collection. This was like before I started making a bunch of Sophia emblems. A lot of my old ones were just mainly Wally ones, and I was kind of concerned if I should have this included in my Wally collection, but then I started making more Sophia and Jag emblems, so there really was no point in that. But yeah, she's got a big butt. Big booty. Jesus Christ, don't shoot me. Fuck. I didn't steal your fucking cookies, I swear to God, I didn't. This is like a remaster of an older emblem I made, where she was holding the pistol like that, aiming at you. This one I actually do have access to, so I can scroll through all the shapes here. Yeah. I wanted to remake this one because after a while I got better at designing her. And the original, I didn't like how the original looked like, so we made her look more like of a model that I'm familiar with. I like the hair especially. I think I did way more better with the hair anyways. Like I didn't want to add too much junk in the background. I kind of wanted to just keep it how it was like I did with the old one. This one is okay. I do like how this one came out. Pretty good. And now, why the hell she's not wearing her outfit, but they're at the beach together, Sophia and Jag, building some sand castles. He's got a little shovel right there and a little dinosaur toy. They're both playing in the sand, having a good time. I would have given her an outfit, but as always, I had problems with the layers. I ran out of space, so it had to get cut. I tried to make it look like there was a sunset going on in the background. That's kind of why the sky color is almost the damn same as the sand on the floor. That wasn't really my intention to begin with, but I just wanted it to look like that. I would have given them a sun in the background, but again, I ran out of space. So yeah, there's Sophia. She's building a spiky sandcastle, and Jag right here is playing with his little toys. Car, dinosaur, shovel, and little marine figures right there. He's even got a little flag on top of the little castle right there. It's pretty cute. Jesus Christ, look at Jag. He is pumped up. Look at the body. Golly. He's got some muscles right there. Sophia loves it. He got so jacked, Sophia took her clothes off in front of him. That's how happy she was. Oh, now she's really comfortable here. My God. I had to cut her outfit again because of the layers. I ran out of space. I even tried to make it look like she's covering herself a little bit with how she's feeling Jag's arm. But yeah, he's been working out. He's been doing the gym. He's been doing everything. Weights, push-ups, burpees. Yeah, that's right. He's really pumped up. He's showing off. Sophia's gonna love sleeping with him for a while. This one is alright. This was just a stupid one I decided to make for fun, and that's just how it came out. The legs could have been better, but it came out okay, I guess. Now see, this one's simple and pretty cute. They're both reading a book together, and a nameless book. They're reading a journal they've been writing, I guess. They're sitting what's supposed to be on a bed, I think. I remember they were sitting on a bed, but it's so simple that you can't even. It looks more like a bench more than anything else. And one thing that I looking back on this now, one thing I didn't really like is how much lower I had to put Sophia compared to Jag. When you look at their torso, it looks as though Jag is like higher than Sophia. Um, I did that because the shape that I use, her like stomach is a little longer. The thing is, if I were to put her higher, she would be like her head would be higher in height than it is with Jag's, and I wanted to make kind of their head level like equal. I didn't want her to be higher than Jag, so she's like lower. She's like placed lower than Jag. I've done that with pretty much a lot of the emblems featuring her. I'd have to make her like that. I think this one's fine. The underwear piece is placed wrong though. This should be actually right there instead. So it looks like that instead. I fixed something. Look at you. You are beautiful. Now she's at the beach, I guess. I didn't add any water, but you could just say she's at the beach. She's taking a beautiful selfie of herself. You got birds, some palm trees. It's very cute. She decided to take a picture of herself and decided to send it to Jag to see what he says. And Jag was actually a little shocked and a bit, I wouldn't say like spooked. He was hanging out with his family, Jag was, and seeing this image of a woman in a bikini and almost getting caught by his parents was not something that he had plans of, but thankfully he didn't get caught. His parents didn't have a problem with it, and she looks pretty good in it. Wow, that is a beautiful sunset right there. Yep, they are both holding hands in the middle of a field where there's a little pond with some birds and a beautiful sunset view. And Sophia is wearing her bathing suit in the middle of the field here, you know. Why? I don't know. She just wanted to. It's not like there's like people watching them and they're seeing that beautiful rear end of her. She wanted to get comfortable with Jag. And I'd say a little too comfortable because you'd think she would wear something like a shirt or whatever, but nah, she's just like that. But this one came out okay. You know what? Maybe she got a little too comfortable here. Look at this. How many freaking emblems don't have her outfit? Like I said, I ran out of layers. Well, this is actually an edited version of an older emblem I made in the past, where she's standing in the middle of a hellfire with two revolvers. This time, I decided to give her two ray guns instead. But the ray guns took up a lot of layers, so a lot had to be cut in this version here. So I think I had to get rid of like a house and some detail on the volcano blowing up. And obviously her outfit, I had to completely cut it out for the ray guns because each ray gun took up a lot of layers. So yeah, that's why she has no clothes on once again. She's getting way too comfortable, guys. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, she got pretty pissed off. Don't make her angry because this is what you have. This is what happens, guys. Oh my God, Jag is down. I repeat, Jag is down. Sophia's got to pop that Phoenix up gobble gum so that she can save Jag's perks. He can't afford to lose his perks, not right now. They're at a high round. This is actually one I made pretty late one night. I think I stayed up until like 3 in the morning to make this one just for fun. I wanted to make like a COD Zombies one. They were both playing zombies and they were going for a high round, and Jag went down. He lost his perkaholic, but thankfully, Sophia had a Phoenix up gobble gum ready to use. She popped it. I don't know how. She's a robot. She doesn't have a mouth. She can't chew it up and blow the bubble. But thankfully, she saved Jag's perks. And they eventually kept going for like, I think, round 47, and then they died. Rip. They're so cute. The two cute lovey bots right here are hugging in space. Yeah, beautiful right here. I love this little background piece that like makes the whole thing glow, this target. I do love that. That's probably my favorite part of the whole emblem. Yeah, Wally is hugging Eve. This is kind of like me attempting to do that one shot where they're both hugging in space after she finds out Wally saved the plant. I think out of all the Wally emblems, this is my favorite one that I've made because this is the one that looks the nicest. Yeah, this one came out very beautiful. I especially like the little like purple background when I showed at the start. It lived happy ever after. Don't shoot. Now you want to fucking kill me. First it was Sophia, now it's you trying to kill me. Now this emblem here actually I made was actually from somebody on Reddit. I saw this one image titled "The Last Emblem I Ever Made on BO2," and I think if I remember right, it was just some guy on Reddit talking about if anyone has access to like their old emblems on BO2 and share it. And then this one guy here shared an emblem of Eve aiming her arm cannon at the screen, and I actually wanted to recreate that emblem as best as I could here on BO3's emblem editor. because I actually knew exactly what shapes he used in the emblem. This one actually came out pretty nice, considering how I didn't even use a guide or anything. It was just straight off some image online, and it looks good. I feel like the arm cannon could have been done a little better in my opinion, but other than that, I think this actually really came out nice. I like this one. She's gonna shoot you in the face because you fucked with Wally. You accidentally beat him up. You messed with the wrong one. She's gonna go rogue. Now you see, that is her after killing the person who beat up Wally. She is covered in blood. There's a fire, a horrifying fire behind her. Buildings are burning. She has a ray gun. Somehow she just obtained a ray gun. And Christ, she is really pissed. She's got blood all over her body too. She's even dripping some blood, and she even has her arm cannon out. She was so pissed that she not only shot you to death with the ray gun and her arm cannon, but she also beat you up. He beat you to death to finish you off. Well, actually, she beat you up first, then shot you with the ray gun, then with her arm cannon. That's why she's kind of bloody. And then, she got so pissed off that she fucking set a fire behind her. She freaking just started blowing everything up, and that's just the final result of what happened. I didn't know what else to add, so that's just how it came out in the end. I do like how this one came out, honestly. This is a really good one. I especially just like how badass she looks in this one. I feel like the arm cannon could have been done a little better in my opinion. I don't really like how it came out. I feel like certain details just didn't come out the way how I expected, and that just ultimately just how it ends up looking. But at the end of the day, I do think this one looks pretty cool. But it came out nice. I like it. I question the emblems I make sometimes, because how the fuck do we go from cute Wally emblems to two naked ladies right here, naked robots, posing for a picture right here? Yeah, I need help. I told you earlier I need freaking help. This is why. This is why. All right, so Sophia right here is holding, who is Amber. This yellow robot right here, his name is Amber. She is carrying her. She fell into Sophia's arms, and Sophia picked up Amber, and this is the result of what happened. They posed for a selfie at the end. She's doing a little like duck, a little kissy face, Sophia, and Amber is doing like a little peace sign. And this is the result of what happened. Again, well, it's a bit spicy right here. You should probably drink some damn water. I think this one looks pretty cute. At the end of the day, it's just two girls. Again, it's just two circles on the screen with the chest, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be that crazy. At least I don't think it's that crazy. Yeah. I've kind of stopped making emblems up until recently. I kind of just, not that I lost interest, I just preferred the computer more. So I don't know if I'm going to make another part later in the future, but if I do, I will show it. But it won't be anytime soon. So yeah. Have a good night, guys.